What's good everyone, it's Smudgy here. Let's talk about the DP27 gold camo guide, get back to relatively normal scheduling for the gold guns. I know they've dropped off as other things have come up on the channel, but this is pretty much what I ran with it. I did all of this in terms of leveling using the plunder method that has since been removed, where you could get quadruple XP. Didn't touch any of the challenges until I had it leveled up completely, which of course was a lot easier with the plundered method. Otherwise you could do it in zombies, you could just level it up and not really pay much attention to it in normal, like shipment or dat house. You need to get the LMGs leveled up, and I'll go into more detail on this in kind of the overall LMG guide, and before you really start to crack on with them, purely for one challenge only, and that is only because they have altered some of the maps as well. This is pretty much what I ran. Did all of it in shipment, the exception of the long shots, which I went over to hardcore and just kind of blitz general, just to switch it up, give myself a bit of a break from shipmess and all of its horror. A decent gun, pretty middle of the road, average. Recoil can be a bit much if you're going to hold down the trigger, so I wouldn't recommend that. But let's just jump straight into the challenges themselves. Kicking it off, we have 400 eliminations, of course, nothing to worry about. You'll complete this as you do it. And then we have 100 headshots. Again, nothing to worry about. You should complete this as you do all the other challenges. I'd be mightily surprised if you don't. And then we have 50 multi-kills. Again, I'd be shocked, honestly, if you don't complete this before you do every other camo challenge, especially if you're in shipment or if you're in hardcore. And then you have 5 kills without dying 30 times. Again, the gun's decent. It'll hold its own in 85% of situations. You will get outclassed by ARs and SMGs at closer range just because of the movement on it, but it's a decent gun. There's nothing wrong with it per se. If you are struggling, if you get a kill with a grenade, if you get a couple of kills with a grenade, those will count towards bloodthirsty. Essentially, you get 4 kills in any way excluding kill streaks, and the 5th kill comes with this, it counts as a bloodthirsty and you're good to go. And then we have 100 long range kills. Did this in hardcore just to give myself a break, no other reason, and that Das House is not the vibe for long shots. It's just easier this way. It was a quick way to speed through it. Did it in 4 games, I think. Combined it with one of the attachment specific challenges, which I'll touch on in a bit. Super easy. I think I've used the 3 to 6 times variable zoom scope. Pretty easy. And then we have 100 close range kills. Shipment, shipmas, if you're still watching this around the festive season, pretty easy to do. And then we have 100 bullet penetration kills. Obviously they've removed the Jeep windscreen method in shipment, which is a pain in the ass. There is a method on Dome that you can do, which is a bit of luck because Dome comes up so much in just normal playlists at the moment as they try to push it. In the building that houses the B flag, you can hop up on some barrels with some mesh wiring that looks out towards C flag, and when you shoot out of that mesh kind of chain wiring, it will count as a warband. Pretty easy. Otherwise, I'd unlock this or get to a level that unlocks bullet penetration and then not think about it. Just put piercing vision on, and if you happen to see someone stood behind a fence, stood behind a wall, and it shows up in your piercing vision, just have a pop at them. That's why I think leveling up this gun, especially even if you only get it to the bullet penetration level, is a fantastic way to do it because you can work on it passively, and you'd be surprised when you're not stressing and focusing solely on bullet penetration kills how easy it can be to get them. Piercing vision is a must, and taking advantage of pretty ratty angles is also a must. Most walls in this game you can shoot through, especially if you have FMJ on this. This gun is designed to shoot through walls, and the walls in Vanguard are designed to be shot through. So do just bear that in mind, and don't be afraid to hold down the trigger. That is why I ran the 100 round mags for as long as possible when doing this, and purely to give myself as many bullets as possible to try and kill people through walls. Then you have 100 ADS kills with the 618mm BO2D barrel, the 105 round Pans mag, and spotter proficiency. Super easy. Just ADS kills, go get 100 of them, you shouldn't have any issues doing this. Shipment, hardcore, whatever you feel like doing, Pretty easy. And then we have get 100 kills after recently aiming down sights with the 30 round fast belt, which is a pain in the ass, the 595mm falchion barrel, and the Empress SK adjustable stock. This was a weird one. I felt like sometimes the time from when I ADS and the kill was like 5 seconds, and sometimes it felt like 0.5 seconds. It was a very inconsistent basis on what I was getting the kills. So the best advice I can give you is to go into shipment and just make sure you are ADSing as late as possible to get the kills. There'll be some times where you think, oh, I should have got 30 kills, and you'll only get 20 and you won't be sure why. And it seems like it's really inconsistent on how it tracks the kills. And I think that's an issue with the game rather than anything that we could do about it. It's just one of those things where you have to be persistent, stick with it, keep ADSing as late as possible in order to catch enemies just after you've kind of scoped in. And then we have 100 kills while crouched or prone with the 63 round Pans mag, the BZB stock and defender proficiency. I paired this up with the long shots just because it made sense to do so. Pretty easy, crouch or prone, shoot people, and you should have it gold is the general gist. And that is the DP27 gold. I have one more LMG to do, and then we can move on to another category. But I will be leaving for Christmas pretty soon to go visit my parents, and I won't have any access to my setup, obviously. So videos will of course stop then, as I have a nice little holiday. If there's anything you weren't too sure about, I wasn't clear on, drop me a comment. Let me know what category of guns you want me to go on to next. We've done SMGs, shotguns, pistols, and the melee weapons, I think. I don't think we've done any others. We're a couple off ARs, but I'm not too bothered about them. Mainly marksman rifles and sniper rifles are the ones that I'm going to be focusing on. Let me know if you have a preference in the comments down below. As always, if you did enjoy the video, do give it a like. If you want to find your way back, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.